What's good, gang? It's your boy Big Dog Gaming back with another video, and today we are doing a rebuilding challenge of making the worst NBA team possible, and then the next year making them the best NBA team possible. So, the Charlotte Bobcats, in like, what was it, 2028, somewhere around that range, had the worst winning percentage ever. And a couple years ago, the Golden State Warriors had the best winning percentage ever. So we are going to try to beat both of those records today using a fantasy draft. So randomly select our team. 3, 2, 1. The Knicks, always a bummy team. What pick do we have? Oh, that's the one time we don't want a good pick. Sim the draft and let's see what kind of roster we get. Hopefully it's a whole bunch of young talent that's not very good anyway. If we can just get a whole bunch of guys who are super young with a whole bunch of trade value. Oh, we got KD. This is not at all what I wanted. It's actually a whole bunch of high overall veterans. This is a pretty dang good team. Let's make it trash. Just gonna auto-generate rookies because this can't let Pookie Bear retire. This is only a 2-year rebuild, so right off the bat we definitely need to get KD the freak up out of here. That is way too good of a player to even be considering to have on this team. If you could send us like Michael Porter to make the contracts match, 6 mil more. Zaire, kind of want Oso. I'll take anybody else. Kobe, he's not gonna shoot great, so that would really help our team not win. Can we not just add a trade exception? Like, come on. Well, I will take Zaire's contract. I'll send him Jabari Walker and to make the teams match Gordon Hayward. Let's see if we could get a pick out of this. We don't want to take on... I am taking so many bigger contracts than the ones I have. And what do you mean you don't want to take on the extra salary of trading Michael Porter Jr. for Kevin Durant? That is absolutely nuts. Fine, what if we don't take Oso? Still don't want to... What about no pick? And we're out of there. So we aren't giving up the pick to give away Kevin Durant. Let's just try Trade Finder. See if... Oh, now they want to give up Michael Porter. Whatever's like the lowest overall guy we can grab, like John Collins. Ooh, Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas is looking like the one. Yep. Definitely would want a little bit more for KD, but it's not like we're going 5 years into the future, so we don't really have to care much about picks. Now shop Derek White. He's got a much more tradable contract, so... And 2K's really got to update. Excuse me? Can we load? Okay. 2K's really got to update stuff better, because, like, Buddy is straight up bald. Get a first. I mean, if I do see any good picks, definitely take them. Cameron Johnson. Perfect. That's exactly what I was asking for. Onyeka. You would probably be the star of this team, but nope. We're looking for... Oh my gosh, that might be perfect. Make sure nobody else is up here. Oh yeah, we're taking this one for sure. That is one of the best trades we could do for this challenge. Very, you know, valuable. I'm tweaking, bro. Valuable young piece that's gonna suck this year. We could definitely trade for better assets next year. 2-star picks. Ooh, I had to give up a pick for that one. It's still a pretty valuable pick. It's definitely worth it. Yeah, I'll get back to you guys when this team is looking almost ready to go. Ben Simmons? You know he a bum. Alright, here's how the team's looking after a whole bunch of trades. It was just a whole bunch of trading my better players for worse players and picks. Still definitely need to like trade Christian Wood, because if any of you guys actually play 2K, you know centers and rebounding is a huge thing in it. So if you want to lose, definitely you want to give away those guys. Why is Ben Simmons? Why can I trade Ben Simmons for Rudy Gobert? Really don't want him on this team because he is a winning player in 2K. Take this trade and definitely ship off Lonzo. I don't know though, because Lonzo would be shooting some horrible percentages now in 2K. So he may give this team a couple extra losses. That's not that helpful for us. 72. Bro, just trade for Ben Simmons back. These trades are wild, man. I'll do this just for the better pick, and Rashawn Holmes is a little bit worse. Still can't actually have a center though, because who wants height and girth? Except for like Lana Rose or something. Oh, perfect trade. Definitely keeping Dalton connected as like a trade piece, but here's how it's looking. Jabari, who's the tallest player on this team? Oh wait, we still got Christian Wood. I literally told you guys, oops. Literally told you guys I needed to trade him and just looked right past him. How tall is he? Okay, perfect. Take on as many point guards as we can, just so you know, a lot of losing basketball. Actually, if we just like have a 13-man rotation, what if we never run plays? Use the bench a whole lot. Gets a basket. Feed the post. Oh, that's perfect because we have nobody to score in the post. Shoot at will. Yeah, definitely give any of our better guys not many minutes. Like, honestly, Johnny Davis should be starting on this team with how trash he is. A bit worried to give Dalton Connect a whole lot of minutes because, you know, he's actually the star player here. Now, Summer League, that was a completely different thing. But, yeah. Make a couple of free agency signings. And I'll just get some extra, you know. Oh, if we're signing bad players, let's get Bronny. And don't come at me with hate in the comments. I love Bronny. I think he could be like a future Marcus Smart for real. Now we really got more minutes to go around. Bro. Let Bronny get his star minutes. Actually, I want him started on this team. This is Bronny's time to shine. Like, if Buddy doesn't average, like... Actually, I want him taking every shot, too. Let me... Oops. Oops. If Bronny doesn't average 50 on this team, he's a bust. Guaranteed. Alright, I'll see you guys midway through the season and let you know how it's going. So far, looks pretty good. I don't know if we're winning a game. Maybe. Oh, that's 3 wins already. Nope. Something's already too good. We need to make a trade. Who's doing good? Dang, he is shooting the lights out. Grant Williams. Do we need... Really, Grant Williams is carrying this team right now. What's Bronny averaging? Horrible splits. Definitely get Grant out of here, I guess. Who's the worst player on the team? Wait, can I just... Ty Washington. 10 mil. Oh, I forgot about contracts. Brandon Miller. Alright, I might be a little trash for this, but... Oh, they're... Bro, y'all don't want to give me Ty Washington because you're a championship contender. Josh Minot. 10 mil. Add exception. Sure, I'll throw y'all a couple seconds, because I guess Jock Landell is like... Okay. And we could also sell off a Jock. Because again, no centers. Absolutely no rebounding will be taking place here. All I see is a whole bunch of rebounders. We'll take on shorter guy. Who is our best rebounder, actually? Let's see. These two? Okay, both of them are going. I don't know, actually. I don't know if I can trade off Jonathan Isaac with his massive contract. Massive, I say in air quotes. You know what else is massive? Low taper fade. Yeah, y'all can clown me in the comments for that one. I don't care. Can we actually, like, hurry this up? Like, thank you. 2 picks, easy. I don't even have to look at anything else. Alright. Now, hopefully, this is our horrible lineup that will carry us to all the losses we could ever need. Alright, here at the trade deadline, we are 9-42. Already more wins than, you know, what we should have, so we were already losing the challenge and not having the worst record of all time, but we are easily the worst team in the league. We lost the last 8, lost 1 out of the, lost 9 out of the last 10. Our percentage is 176 right now, and the worst is like 1, 2 something. So I really only know that because this video is like heavily inspired by the recent KOT4Q video. Shout out to Kenny, that's my inspiration for real. But see you boys at the end of the season. Even though we're failing this challenge in the loss department, they'll still see how many wins we could get next season. Alright, here at the end of the season, here are all the winners of all the rewards. You know, Mavs are always good, Cavs are always good. Obviously, we're not going to have all NBA teams or all defensive. What team are we again? Knicks, right. Let's go, Bronny! All rookie second team. Horrible shooting splits. He is never going to do good in this game. But, obviously, we're not anywhere close to the playoff. Miles Turner! That is the most shocking thing I've seen today, and I've seen your mom's face before. Can't let Lipuki retire. All you other bums can go. So now it's just time to actually switch all the assets we got into real NBA. I don't know what I'm even saying. Come on, we didn't even get one. We didn't even get, with the 3 picks we had in the top 5 it was. We got 3, 4. Who cares? We're just gonna flip them anyway. Who is an NBA star that's on a team that's selling or rebuilding? Selling. Kristaps, Jaylen Brown. Good piece. Rebuilding with Curry. That could be a nice asset we could pick up. He shouldn't be too expensive either because he's so old. If we can get Stephen Curry. He's only 4-star value too. This pick nearly has as much value. Oh, untouchables? You think we can have untouchables around here? You're funny, buddy. You're funny. Knicks might. Oh, I was literally on it. I'm just blind. Get back to that trade package. Somehow money already works. We can send them the 3 pick. Of course, they'll want more for Curry. Another pick. We're not interested. That means we're close, though. It certainly means we're close. Still not interested. 13th pick? No. 30th pick? No. Okay, get these low star picks out of here. Really don't want to have to give up the 4th for Curry too, because I'm hoping to use that for boom, Curry done. It took some super valuable trade assets, but we still have the 4th overall pick, who we can certainly we can ship off with. LaMelo. That could be a really good trade asset. We'll take Melo and Lou Dort. Hopefully I don't have to give up another good pick in that. You know I'm a scam artist and I like my first overall picks. Alright, we'll just take the original trade. What is it? Yo, what happened? Why aren't I getting Lou Dort anymore? Am I slow? Was it not? Oh, it was Topic, right. Topic? I'm so slow, guys. I'm sorry you even have to listen to me. Like anybody is at this point, like who's even watching this crap. Um, Now, with us having... Ooh, I really don't have Joel much. If we can flip LaMelo for Joel, it's already not far off. Everybody's expired. We should be able to sign a crazy free agent at the end of this. Johnny, this looks pretty close. If we can get this boy... Oh, we gave up all our crazy assets for Curry. No, come on. What about Dort? Would you want Dort? Another pick? This is crazy value for Joel? Another pick? Still no? Okay. We're out of here then. That is so much for Joel Embiid. What about AD? Are they willing to ship us AD? Title contender? That's basically like an untouchable that you're not able to change. Braun could be nice. I don't know though. Who's a nice fit next to Curry? It's also pretty good in this game. Tatum would be awesome if there's any chance we could ever get him. I don't know, this is our best package. Another pick? No. Doesn't look like we can get Tatum. I don't know. Maybe let's build up with some other players before we can go and grab another star. What? Oh, he's expired. We really have nobody on this roster now. Okay, I don't like any of those trades. I don't think a first for TJ McConnell's worth it. Let's just go into free agency and see who we can pull. Alright, using our 2 firsts from this year to get Michael Porter Jr. back and wait, no. We never had him, did we? No. We were trying to trade for him with Katie. And Robert Williams, just so, you know, we don't need those picks because we're trying to win this year. And so, just bringing in more players that we can actually use. Alright, going into player progression, definitely just signed anybody, like any real players that we could, you know, filling out the roster with better guys who we can actually use as trade assets. MPJ with his contract's definitely going to get moved. Same with LaMelo because he's not going to be playing with Curry. And go into the season. I'm guessing I signed probably too many, so I'm going to have to trade somebody. Yep, exactly what I thought. One too many. Spencer, you're old. Let's get you off this team. Ain't no unks up in here. Trying to have a Diddy party and you're ruining it all. Alright, now we can look for real trade packages for these boys. You know, really looking for the next star we can bring in. This isn't looking too promising. Got KD, Booker. That is not a bad trade. Booker next to Curry wouldn't be bad at all. We can ship Jabari. Oh, I don't want to have to give up 2 picks for this. Counter trade. Ship off Johnny Davis. I was going to use him as another trade piece, but I'd rather ship him off than another first. So obviously, Book is now our 2. Got a lot of 3s just because when you switch people to the 3, their value goes up a whole lot. Especially this auto-generated player at a free agency. I don't know if that's even a real dude or 2K is just being buggy. But now we got 2 star players. Still definitely don't think that's enough for even, you know, winning a championship, let alone being like the best team ever. Zion, though, is definitely going to help this team be much better. Wow, that is a 91 overall for nothing. Pennies on the dollar. It's actually nuts. Now we can actually use all these firsts that we acquired, because who likes the future? That's a good upgrade. Of course, got to make him a small forward. You know, everybody just gets better at a small forward for some reason. Zion's definitely not safe here. Now that we have him, we can look to ship him off. Joel did regress a bit. Thank God we didn't trade for him, but maybe we could now with how he regressed. Yeah, I don't know who else. AD. We can try the AD trade again. He's a little bit worse. 4 mil. It's late work. You want... Holy crap. When did Nurk sign for that much money? Okay. That's pretty good value. There's still a title contender. That's a no in our books. Let's try Joel. Now that he has fallen off a bit, we could just throw him every first in the books. Not interested. That's a huge step up. One more first and it's done diddly done? No? Okay. You didn't want to get done diddly did? Are you a bum? Pretty much. That's not even good for us. Anybody else that's cheaper? Tice. And now another first. Okay, we need to make this trade happen. It's gonna happen some way or another. Who can... Earl Jenkins instead of Cornette? That's a whole lot of value. Still not interested? Alright, I'll get back to you guys when we have the trade value for Joel. Alright, so we ended up giving up on Joel. But that's to be said, we got somebody a little bit better. Jason Tatum. Now we ended up trading for, you know, Jabari, somebody else, and we moved Zion, Jabari. Oh, it was Herbert Jones plus Herbert Jones plus 3 firsts for Tatum, which is absolutely miraculous for this team. Now this starting, even just this starting 5 looks insanely great. Oh my gosh, I just realized it's all light skins. Minus Robert Williams. They got all the aura, I guess. Sign a couple players. Bro. Why are these people in here? 2K is dumb. I literally have contract sliders on. They all want $1 million. I mean, $1 billion. Obviously, they want $1 million. That's like the lowest you can get. So slow. Trading these 3 bums for 2 better players. I traded for Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo, and now flipping them for Bam, who am most likely going to keep on this team. Just need a rotational center and a very good bench, and we are all set. So I traded for Mark Williams and Jonathan Isaac, and now I'm flipping them for Zubac, who is going to be our starting center. And now, with the phenomenal starting 5 we have, which I swear, if we don't win, 82 games with these guys as our starters, it'll be, I might quit 2K. But I mean, bench isn't actually horrible with how much of the assets we've just been taking and flipping, but definitely needs some improvements. I traded for Josh Giddey to come off the bench because he's an absolute cheat code in 2K. So that's going to be our star player off the bench to hopefully, just carry us to some more wins. Alright, I was able to trade for Shaden Sharp, and of course we got to take Blau and this 3-star pick. Flipping these 2 for these 2. So as you guys can see, we ended up being 73-9, and I had recorded myself, showing off all the final trades and going to the end of the season. And as you can tell, we tied the Golden State Warriors record for the best team, and we went to the playoffs and easily won a ring. I mean, went to a game 7, but we were just letting them get their egos up. I had lost the footage, so that's my bad, guys. But so we did tie the record. So we really did not win this challenge at all, but we did, take the worst team and made them the best team, like the worst possible thing you could have, and we turned them into, a replica of the 73-9 Warriors, but actually having a championship. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.